If you're over 35 and you want to start a side hustle in 2026, the biggest mistake is picking something that sounds easy but turns into a second full-time job. In this video, I'm going to break down the 7 of the easiest side hustles that you could start after 35. I've ranked them, which is really cool. I'll show you the ranking in just a moment. I've ranked them by what's actually realistic if you've got a job, responsibilities, family, wife, kids, husband, and not a lot of extra time. And I'm also going to show you which popular side hustle sounds good on paper, but it's much harder than people admit. So you can stop wasting time and start choosing one that actually fits your life. And so what I've done is I've actually broken this down into a few different categories or stats to help you understand which one you should start. I'm going to give you reasons why they're a good opportunity and some stuff you might want to consider before getting started. So for example, I've got it broken down by difficulty, startup cost, and income. So difficulty is how hard it is to learn and execute, especially if you've got limited time, how much money you're going to have to invest to start up, and then how much money you can make on the back end. So obviously if the bar is low, it's easy and cheap. If the bar is high, it's more effort or more money. It really is as simple as that. So let's go ahead and get started. If you've got an idea, if you've tried one of these before, comment down below and let us know how it went. So the first one that we've got here, the first one that we have are called life reset flips. Now, as you can see, it's relatively, I would say it's not too difficult. You don't need really any startup costs, especially if you do this through like Facebook Marketplace. And the income potential is, I would say, moderately high. And so basically what you're going to do is you're going to help people in their 30s who are trying to upgrade their furniture, their gear, their home stuff. Maybe they've got a bunch of tech lying around and you can help upgrade it. You can flip those items from your own house before buying anything else. So for me, I've got a bunch of cameras and stuff lying around. Maybe you've got kids' toys, kids' gloves, bats. You can turn around and flip those using like Facebook Marketplace. There's a bunch of apps you could use with that as well. And you can even use like neighborhood Facebook groups to find things that are free or low cost. You can focus, I'd recommend that you focus on adult items like tools, patio sets, gym gear. Gym gear is always going to be big, and baby gear as well. Those are, I would say, evergreen because there's always people out there looking for inexpensive baby gear. It's fast cash, but it can slow down unless you turn it into sourcing work. So going out, maybe automating the process of finding someone new or reaching out to people. So I think this is a good place to start if you are strapped for cash and you've got a bunch of old stuff, old equipment and tech lying around. Yeah, like I said, this one works fast, but the next one hits a pain point that every parent recognizes instantly. I know that I am currently going through it. Sports parent help, providing help during different sporting events. Every season, parents are overwhelmed with schedules, snacks, and logistics. Create printable kits, so schedules, snack rotations, checklists. I know that when I'm coaching, one of the biggest hurdles is making sure that all the players get to play the right positions at the right time. Everyone gets fair, equal, equitable opportunities so that the parents aren't upset. What you can do is you can sell team packs to one parent and it spreads to the whole team. Coaches and team moms are the easiest buyers. So again, we want to help save time, save money, or avoid frustration. And if you create these kind of parenting help kind of templates, cheat sheet workbooks, things of that nature, you could potentially make money. This works because the pain shows up every single season, and it's a 12-month pain. You've got football in the fall, or maybe like hockey, basketball. There's there's always something going on, and there's always parents that are out there that are frustrated, and there's always going to be a market for it. Parents, there's always going to be a new 7-year-old that wants to get into soccer or whatever, and so this is going to be a really cool opportunity. So as it says on there, it says this next one is even easier to sell because businesses are already overwhelmed with this. And hopefully you understand where I'm going with this. And I'm going with AI cleanup service. Okay, AI is all the rage. However, one of the problems that you run into is every day there's a new AI thing that comes out that is the latest and greatest. And so you just keep adding AI stacks upon stack upon stack, and it just creates a bunch of overwhelm. It creates a bunch of frustration. So what you can do is you can provide an AI cleanup service. Now, this is going to be kind of difficult to get started. Relatively low startup costs. I don't think you really need any money, but the income potential is high because you can have multiple clients. This will require a little bit of cold calling, but this is something you could definitely do. So here's what you're going to do. Local businesses already have content. It's just messy or inconsistent or scattered. What you're going to do is you're going to turn voice notes into post, emails, or simple promos. So you're going to take what they're already doing. You can kind of filter it through AI and create even more content for them. You can help them save time, save money, or avoid frustration. Now, this is a service, so you're going to have to be working with different clients and businesses, but you can feed a lot of this through AI. For example, you could take their posts, their social media posts, feed it through AI, and have more social media posts that sound just like them. Or if they've written emails, you can turn that into a Facebook advertisement. You can fix Google reviews using AI. You can create frequently asked questions, or even like a chat bot, so that when someone goes to the KenoshaDentist.com, instead of wasting time, you're wasting the receptionist's time calling, they can have all of their questions answered with the chatbot. And so you're going to help save a business time and potentially make them more money. And the thing is most business owners aren't experts in AI. They're not experts in writing emails or whatever. A baker is an expert in baking. And so they don't have the time, energy, or want to do some of the AI stuff or to learn the AI. And then that's where you can come in. And that's why there's such a really cool opportunity. But this next one is great if you don't want to deal with clients like that. This one is way simpler and way more direct. And this next one is actually home tech setup. Okay. And with this one, this is for people that, usually it's the older generation that struggle with setting up printers, TVs, and the Wi-Fi network, or just new devices in general. And what you could do is you can set that up for people, whether you're doing it remotely or you could kind of start like a local service business where you will charge somebody per visit to set up their mesh Wi-Fi, or to diagnose and troubleshoot why their router isn't working. Usually just reset the router and help them come up with a password system. And the great thing about this is people will come to you because they don't want to necessarily work with a large company or brand like Best Buy. You can usually do it a little bit cheaper, a little bit quicker, and you can get referrals, right? So let's say you help Agnes with her tech setup. She's going to tell Billie Jean, she's going to tell all of her friends at the bingo or cribbage tournament that you came and set up, and it was a nice gentleman or a nice lady that did it. It's easy to start, but it's going to require a lot of your time. And so that's why the difficulty is rated what it is. But you don't really need too much startup costs, because you should have a lot of the tools, or you can get a lot of those tools inexpensive. But you basically just charge to go fix stuff. If someone's app isn't working on their TV, you go out same day. You can charge same day service or weekend charges, and potentially make money. But up until this point, everything we've talked about trades your time for money. So the only way you're making money is if you're physically doing the job. This next one starts to change it. And this is why I get really excited, because you're not trading your time for money. You can have something working for you while you're doing something else, whether you're working your full-time job or playing with your kids or whatever it is. And this next one is you create a YouTube channel where you're solving problems for other people. So if you know how to fix a tire, you know how to change the oil in a Plymouth or an Oldsmobile, you can create content on the internet, and people will watch your content. And the cool thing is there's a lot of different ways that you can go about this. You take whatever whatever knowledge, skills, and experience that you already know, and you create content about it on the internet, and you can make money from the YouTube Partner Program, or a few other ways that we'll talk about. But you build content around something you already figured out in real life. You don't have to be an expert. You just have to have figured it out. It can be weight loss, parenting systems, grilling, budgeting, cooking, fitness routines, AI. It could be putting together playlists on Spotify. It could literally be anything. And there's somebody out there that wants to learn what you know. And you simply create content. And you're not trying to go viral. You're just trying to help a specific group of people solve a specific problem because it's their time of need. Your experience matters more than production. You don't need a fancy 4K camera. You don't need a expensive mic. You just need to be able to solve problems for other people. You could start with your smartphone. You got an Apple 17. Use that. Have somebody record you changing the oil or a tire, and you can start getting views. And this works best when it leads to something simple that you can offer, which we'll talk about in just a moment, right? So the next one is where it gets interesting, because now you can get paid without doing all the work yourself, which is really, really, really popular, really, really great, because you're no longer trading time for money. This is where you start getting into what's called passive income. And so here's what you're going to do. You're going to offer paid clarity calls. So you have a YouTube channel where you're teaching people Excel, all right? You're teaching people Microsoft Excel. Some of those people are still going to be frustrated even after you have created a video teaching them Microsoft Excel. You could put a link in your YouTube channel and say, if you still need help, I will jump on a call, or whether it's a phone call or a Zoom call, and I will walk you through whatever issues that you have. People are already asking you for advice. You're just not charging for it. And you can start charging for it. Focus on one problem you can help solve quickly. Based on your knowledge, skills, experience, work experience, you can do it, right? So you charge for 30 or 60-minute sessions. They're coaching sessions, they're consulting sessions, and you can start this for free, which is really cool. All you need is a Zoom and a smartphone, and you can start this. And you can see the income potential is through the roof, because, if you just do the math, you start getting 10,000 people per month to watch your YouTube channel. 1% of those people will buy. That's what, 100 people. You charge $50. You can start generating some money there. Okay. And it's easier than freelancing because you're not doing all the execution. You're advising people and telling people what to do. And here you're selling direction and not hours of work, right? And in my opinion, the final one, the number one, is even simpler, because you don't need calls, you don't need clients, and it doesn't cost you a lot of time. It is something that I talk a lot about on this channel because I am passionate about it, and I think everybody should do it. I think everybody can do it. And that number one, the boss level, is the number one pick, called a tiny digital product. A tiny digital product is turning your knowledge, skills, and experience into a checklist or a guide or workbook or blueprint, or even like a 60-minute mini course that you can sell again and again and again. The benefit of a digital product is you create it once and you can sell it 1,000,000 times. You can sell it through your content and getting attention, and it doesn't require any additional time. When you're doing the coaching calls, you've got to dedicate probably 70 minutes for a 60-minute phone call so that you're where you need to be. It's quiet. It's where exactly how it should be. But with a tiny digital product, you just create a YouTube video. You could create one YouTube video every single day. Spend 20 minutes creating a YouTube video and send your audience to that tiny digital product. And you can create a digital product for literally any niche out there. And you can see the difficulty. It's not too difficult. You could create a version 1 in a weekend. The startup costs, you could create a digital product for free using Canva, Google Sheets, Microsoft Excel. You could use Microsoft Word. You could use Google Docs. And the income potential is through the roof, because the more people you get in through the front of the door, the more people that are going to buy your digital product. And like I said, the math is real simple. If you take whatever traffic you have, or you could work backwards. So if your income goal is like $10,000 per month, we'll say, work backwards. Okay, how many eyeballs do I need in order to get to the $10,000, assuming that only 1% of the people that see me are actually going to buy my digital product, right? And the most powerful thing about this is that anybody can do it, and any niche, it will work for any niche, right? So what I recommend that you do is pick your fit based on your life, based on how much time you have on the weekends, how much money you have lying around, like disposable income, what your knowledge, skills, and experience are. Pick one and move forward. Don't waste time. Don't hem and haw. Don't do a giant pros and cons list. Pick one and move quickly, because most people don't get stuck choosing, they get stuck starting, right? So pick one quickly and move forward, and start simple. So here's your 7 side hustles ranked by income potential: digital products, clarity calls, problem YouTube channel. And what's really cool is you could create a problem YouTube channel, and then you can build a digital product off of that, or you can do clarity calls off of that. AI cleanup is more service-based. Home tech, again, service-based. Sports parent, and life reset flips. If one of these stood out to you, the next step is to start building without overthinking. Don't waste any more time thinking, start doing, right? It really is as simple as that. And if you want help building out your digital product, check out the first link in the description. I put together a tool that will take whatever knowledge, skills, and experience that you have. It'll give you a suggestion on how to create that digital product, and it'll actually put it together for you. So check out that first link in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.